Eldritch Foundry, a longtime supporter of this channel, has asked me to do a video this month showcasing their new Kickstarter. Now, what is happening in their new Kickstarter? It is colored 3D prints. So on their website, you get to produce a miniature, design it yourself, and have it colored in and shipped to your front door. People, we are living in the future. So what I'm going to do in today's video is I'm going to design a miniature myself, a model that's going to represent me in an upcoming cyberpunk style RPG that I'm going to be playing. He's going to be mostly looking like me is the goal, maybe some funky extra details because, you know, bald is not very cyberpunk. So I'm going to add something else there, and we're going to obviously design him in the website, get him colored in and get him ordered. At the same time, I'm going to get the same model printed out here in my studio and paint him up in exactly the same colors that I have tried to do over on the website. And then in a couple of weeks, when that model actually arrives to my door, I will do a compare and contrast on the two and see what we think. But as it currently stands, I think it's a crazy world we live in now where we can have 3D prints show up to our doors fully colored in already. I'm not talking about painted by somebody, but out of the machine, it is already fully colored. This could be the future for people who don't really enjoy miniature painting, but want to have fully painted or fully colored armies. Maybe this is the way to do it. So let's dive in and have a closer look at this system and see how it works. Before I get into it though, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of my active patrons. Without you guys, I cannot continue doing what I am doing. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. If you're interested in getting involved with that yourself, there are links down in the description below. Access to a private Discord server, you can talk to me about your hobby on a daily basis, and access to an extra video every single week. Just two of the awesome benefits to being involved. So that sounds like something that's up for you. Check it out. Okay, so we first, of course, went over to the Eldritch Foundry website. Now, there's parts to this website that aren't available to you guys just yet. It's not part of the Kickstarter. They've given me a very nice access to, which is obviously the colored section. We'll get to that in a minute. First of all, we're going to design a character. So me, I am a hoodie fiend. I love hoodies. I live, breathe, sleep, eat hoodies. So I gave my character a hoodie, and then I tried to find some jeans, which is the usual garb on the bottom half of my body. I can only find some ripped jeans. I haven't worn ripped jeans since I was in my 20s. That was long ago. So yeah, ripped jeans will have to do. Some trainers as per usual. Now, obviously the head of hair on the top doesn't really work for me as I am now currently a bald man. The bald option though makes me look like Lex Luthor. So I left it like that for a minute, and then I just started to work forward and design different like equipment and stuff. Decided to give him a pistol and a kind of futuristic looking knife. Like I said, this is kind of like a cyberpunk style RPG. Like a low-level street punk. In the end, I decided with cyberpunk, you can give yourself some crazy hair. So I decided in the end to give myself a little mohawk. Why not? I think this character turned out pretty cool. I really like how he looks. And then I was curious, of course, to drag this awesome character over to the color in section of the Eldritch Foundry website, which is now part of their Kickstarter. And yeah, just start coloring him in. So if anyone else knows me, they know that I am a fiend for orange. And I do have an luminous orange hoodie. Makes me look like a traffic cone, and I love it. So that's what I'm going to carry across to this model. So first of all, we've got color system. Now, when I first opened the Kickstarter, like a couple of weeks ago, it wasn't exactly what I wanted it to be. And I gave a little bit of feedback to the guys about what I would like to see. And I don't know whether it was the feedback that I gave, but they immediately implemented a bunch of changes, giving us more preset colors, which is fantastic because it made this section so easy for me, being able to go from skin to cloth to metallic to plastics to bones, all those kind of different things, get the right tone and paint in the miniature. So I gave myself my, of course, traditional obnoxious orange hoodie. I decided to try and give him brown boots and blue jeans, but he was looking a little bit too much. I don't know, it wasn't really working. So I switched to black jeans and blue trainers, or white trainers, sorry. Once again, giving that kind of street thug look to myself, which I think worked out really well. Decided the signature color for my guy would be orange, as it's my signature color. So I decided to go his mohawk in bright orange colors as well. Gave myself bright blue eyes. And yeah, just basically finished off a couple of extra details. The metallics are particularly nice. Some of them are two-tone. So instead of just being flat silver, like this one was like a black and like a brass metallic. And when you click on it on the gun, it does all the different parts in all the different colors, which is really cool. That's really good. I decided to do this for the base as well. The kind of diamond plating with the extra rivets and stuff. I black rimmed the base. And then, yeah, I was super happy. This is my little awesome cyberpunk character. I think he's ready to rock and roll. So I ordered this guy as he is. So in a couple of weeks, this model will arrive to my front door. These exact colors, pre-painted, well, not painted, I keep saying pre-painted, pre-colored. ready to rock and roll. And I'm really excited to see what he looks like. But I thought we'd have a little bit of fun and do some comparing and contrasting. So although I need to finish this video today because I need to share that Kickstarter with you before obviously it ends, I will come back and revisit this guy again when he arrives and compare him to this guy here. So obviously I paid the extra $5 to get the STL for this file model as well. And then I printed him off myself. And I'm going to paint him up in the same colors that he was in the video, the pre-colored ones. And I'm gonna like have some fun with it. See how well I can get this guy looking kind of matching the guy previously. And like I said, in a couple of weeks when it arrives, we can get some side-by-side comparison shots over on my Instagram. Maybe a video if I think it's going to be exciting enough, and we can see where we're at there. I mean, this whole concept of pre-colored miniature, especially with 3D printing becoming more and more and more prevalent in the world of miniature hobby, I think it's incredible. Like, especially if you take people who are like D&D enthusiasts or roleplay enthusiasts, which is really what Eldritch Foundry is designed for. It's for those awesome people. Like if you're a DM and you're like, okay, I need this boss or I need these 4 characters. Like DMs don't have enough time in the week to, buy, build, paint, prepare 4 miniatures each week. Every time there's a scenario, a new boss, having to paint that guy up or whatever. So having the ability to jump onto a 3D printing program, pull up a monster or whatever they need to, pre-color it in, hit print, and then it shows up. That's the future. Unfortunately, those are not, available in the home just yet, but services like Eldritch Foundry make that very accessible, being able to order them yourself. So I'm really excited to see where this technology goes in the next kind of 5 years. And that's why I'm more than happy to support Kickstarters like this, which are going to, of course, help pioneer the way and really push the boundaries of what is possible. I've never seen a colored 3D print before. Well, I think I have, without knowing what it was. People are talking about those things where they see the pictures of their dogs online, and then there's little miniatures of their dogs matching them exactly. I think that's the colored 3D print stuff. So if that's true, then I am really looking forward to seeing how this guy turns out, because they look pretty good. Okay, we have our orange all blocked in and all layered up looking swish. We're going to leave the black jeans base coat from the spray, and then of course just jump up with the 2 tones. You've noticed that I've grabbed out my 2 thin coat range of paints to get this guy done. As per usual, the 2 thin coat range of paints are I really enjoy using them. So whenever I get an opportunity where the video doesn't have to focus on what paints I'm using, I'll pull them out and have some fun and do some nice work with them. So yeah, I'm always pleased with the result I get from them. So that should kind of say enough about them. Here is the orange and the black jeans all done up and ready to go. Already looking pretty cool, if I do say so myself. Now, if you haven't checked out the Kickstarter yet, it is, of course, linked down in the description below. I do recommend after this video, you go and check it out for yourself. It's a bunch of different kind of bundles available. Most basic one is to get one of these models pre-painted and sent out to you as the lowest kind of tier entry into it, which I think is pretty cool. Go check it out, test out the service for yourself. Save yourself a little bit of money, obviously, from the standard traditional price. And I think that's the best way to do it. You will get a miniature in hand, a character for your own D&D, or a warlord for your miniature war game, or whatever way you want to do it, and test out the quality, and then give it a shot. As you can see, I'm touching up and layering up the face now. Obviously, I've got a little bit more credit on my account, so I'm kind of curious to see what other models I can bash out with this service. And have shipped out to me in the very near future. I do have a couple of other D&D one-shots planned. I'm not running any of them just yet, but I am participating in quite a few and enjoying every single one of them. And I usually turn to Eldritch Foundry to create my model for it. But now I had to paint it myself. Now, obviously, we can get it colored in, which is kind of interesting. Some basic metallics for the gun. Silver on that, silver on the deck plating. Wash it all over with a nice dark wash. Relayer it with a little bit of silver. And that's pretty much where I'm going to leave my version of this model done and dusted, ready to rock and roll. I have no time frame on when the model I ordered will actually arrive. I only did it like 2 days ago, so we've got like, I don't know how long it takes, maybe 2 weeks. So I don't know when day to tell you specifically as to when it's going to return, but yeah. Here's the quality of Eldritch Foundry as it stands. Like, look, this model is absolutely incredible as an individual piece. Even if you're not in for the whole Kickstarter, other coloring in yourself style thing, even if you want to subscribe to ColorForge and get some STL files to print out for yourself, design as many characters you want when you're subscribed to them, which I think is pretty awesome. And it's just a lot of fun to do. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this and you do check out the Kickstarter. Okay guys, there we have it. My character is now all painted up and ready for the table. I am very much looking forward to when the other one arrives in the post and I can see how it turns out compared to this guy. I think we are in for a world of exciting things when it comes to printers that can also color stuff in. Obviously FDM printers have been doing it for a while now, swapping spools of color back and forth to create these beautiful models already colored in, but to have it happen across the resin field is something that's just insane. I personally can't fathom how it works. I don't understand. Someone explain it to me. Wizards. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and making sure you ask me any questions you want in the comments below, and make sure you're subscribed. Lastly, do make sure you go and check out Eldritch Foundry's new Kickstarter, linked down below, where you can order up some models for yourself from their website. It's a pretty cool system, and there's only about 5 days left to do it, so make sure you go check it out now. That's about it for me. I'll see you in the next video.